What's up, everybody? It's me, Erica, and we are down here, honey. We are talking about what's on the blogs because we don't have anything to talk about. So, that's what we do. We go see what's on the blogs, honey, to see what it is to talk about.
I sponsor the
Let me tell you something.
Go ahead and like, subscribe, comment. Let me know you stopped by. Hit the bell notification twice so you can get notifications on uploads and premieres, right? So do that. Don't forget to share the video on your social media platforms, clips of the videos. You know what I'm saying? So, girl, we're down here, right? So I had just finished talking about Chica and them on the airplane. Chica was pissed. She was so mad. Look at the man doing his stretches. I know that's right. I love to see people outside walking, just walking, They're walking, they're getting their exercise. Yeah, it's sprinkling for real, for real. I'm glad it's not as hot and I can stay down here longer because usually the sun is beaming right on the camera. It gets hot and it'll cut off. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, so we were talking about Chica and now we're going to talk about, okay. So the other day, Justin Combs, the son of Puffy Combs, Sean Puffy Combs, and Misa Hylton, was arrested for a DUI. A DUI. I'm not protecting no one anymore, just my son. Everybody can get it, right? So that's from Misa. So after the story came out that her son, I'm sure she found out on the blog. I'm sure nobody called her to tell her that Justin just got arrested for a DUI. I'm sure she found out on the blogs, and I'm sure that's what prompted her response on the internet for everybody to see, right? I'm pissed. Yikes. Celebrity stylist and fashion designer Misa Hylton is blasting Sean Diddy Combs after their son Justin got arrested in LA for a DUI. On Sunday, June 4th, we shared the news of Justin being arrested in the early hours of Beverly Hills, California. Police said a cop saw him run a red light around 8 a.m., suspected him of driving under the influence, then hit him with a misdemeanor DUI charge and set a bond at $5,000. Since news of the incident broke, the Combs family remained hush until Justin's mother took to her IG story late Sunday evening to blast his father. After wishing the followers a happy Sunday, Misa played a video of herself listening to Jadakiss and Styles P, "We Gon' Make It." Then she fired off, "I'm not with none of that reality TV shit. When is enough enough?" in all caps. Yeah, okay. She then posted a stock photo of a lion and her cub with a caption, "It's up." Okay. She followed that with an old video of her blessing an infant Justin with tons of kisses as they both sat in a pool. On the next slide, she sent off a PSA. "I'm not protecting no one anymore, just my son, 100 emoji." On the next slide, she wrote, "And all the children. I love a come to Jesus moment. A fish rots from the head down" means that in addition to major contributing factor in the family and organization's success, leadership is also the root cause for its failure and demise. She's not lying. She's not lying. The truth shall set you free. Misa then targeted Diddy's new song and phrase and said, "Act bad. Act bad, bad boy." Bad boy entertainment, right? "I used to want to be a bad girl. I chose to be a queen." I know some bad girl queens. I don't understand. Y'all know I don't like that, right? You know what a queen said before. Off with his head. Off with his motherfucking head. Queens don't always behave, okay? All right, so they act bad too. I just want to make that very clear. "I used to want to be a bad girl. I chose to be a queen. Tried and true. I'm not perfect, but I'm intentional. I should have kept my child with me. Fuck UCLA too." Everybody can get it. 100 emoji. How you go from one of the greatest to ever do it to making all your money off of alcohol and suing the damn alcohol company. Girl, not her telling his business. Sell something healthy that builds people up. I'm sick of it. Not mines. MINES. Mine is already possessive. You don't have to add the S. I'm just saying. Let's see some of the comments. So she was pissed. A lot of people, and then Kimora, Kimora came out and was like, "Are we talking?" What did Kimora say? Y'all should have been talking. There are a group of people, if they wanted to tear all this shit down, but there's so many people who benefit off of the bullshit, right? That they really want to tear it down. They really want it to stop, but then their benefits would stop. So it's like, what is it? Kimora said, "Are we ready?" What she said? "Are we ready to talk?" Kimora's mad at Puffy. Kim and her were good friends. They were all friends. You know what I'm saying? So they know what's up. But one thing I'm really tired of is this, like, girl, I almost said something, but I need for everybody to stop acting like if you find out a man has sex with men, that it's such a shocker. It's 2023. It's 2023. This thing where everybody keeps wanting to make it seem like Puffy is gay, like that's like a shocker to them. Like, yeah, we gonna, and you know what? And I actually want to build off of that because of what's his name from Everybody. Well, he's on Abbott Elementary now. Everybody Hates Chris. I can't remember. I can never remember his name, but he had something to say. But on the other side of that, we know what it is. We know what it is. So I think a lot of people feel like saying somebody is gay is still salacious. Like, girl, I feel like you should just approach people not believing that everybody is one way. Like everybody is default setting to whatever you think the default setting is. And we know what you think it is. It's not like, I don't feel like it's major news to be like, Puffy likes to have sex with men. Girl, okay. Now, if he's harming these people and it's non-consensual, then let's take his ass down. But, oh my God, he's gay. Girl, that's not a shocker to anybody. You like to have sex with men, don't you? Okay. So they want to see what y'all be acting a fool about. Girl. She's pissed. She said, "I'm not protecting anyone anymore." The funniest part is the fact that she said, "You out here, how you go from one of the greatest to ever do it to making money off of alcohol." Now that's the real funny part to me. It's real funny to me because for real, like, what are you doing? I'm gonna call you out, but again, nobody's gonna say what they really want to say because so many people are benefiting off of Puffy. She said she should have kept her child. How old is Justin Combs? Justin. Oh yeah, here he is. Justin Combs. He's made the news. He's 29 years old. He's 29. All right, so his brain has finished developing. He's out here. He got in trouble. He's 29, so it's not just girl. Yes, his father is probably a huge influence on his behavior, in addition to the other men around him. But he's damn near 30. So yeah, you want to cuss his daddy out, but girl, on the other end of that, that's a grown ass man right there. Justin is grown as hell, right? So we could blame daddy for the influence, right? But not 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 you posting pictures of him when he was a baby. You should have kept him. That's what she said. She should have never let him go with his dad. Okay, well, we'll see. She's pissed. Y'all need to talk. If you're not protecting anyone, keep talking. Everyone has to sit around for years and act like there isn't anything wrong with you. This is where the buck stops for me. 100. How embarrassing. She's probably embarrassed, I'm sure, right? Right? I don't know, child. Young Thug's brother unfunked sentenced to 9 years in prison for violating probation rules of the YSL RICO case. Send them all to jail. Send that nigga to jail. Period.
Send that nigga to jail. Period.
All the menaces off the street. I said, everyone who feels sorry for these niggas, let them come stay with you when they get out of jail. Y'all love these terrorists. Send all these menaces to jail. I promise you. Send them to jail. Send them to jail. How you get off? Like, you are a part of a case. How are you given some semi-freedom? You're on probation, allowed to roam the streets. And you can't even roam the streets and be on the streets for 6 months. And then you get caught with a firearm, possessing a firearm by a convicted felon. So now you're going back to jail for 9 years. What is it that you couldn't help it? Like, what is that about? What is that about? You were about to get your freedom taken away from you. You get a probation, and then you get caught with a firearm. So thank you for letting us know why we should have kept your ass behind these bars in the first place, behind these concrete walls in the first place. Thank you for exhibiting the behavior once again. And then it's people in the comments, like, that's the part that is weird to me, is like, somebody said, how the F did he fumble his freedom again? Some of y'all blaming the judge and the system. The lack of accountability in our community is ridiculous. High profile case, and he was blessed with an opportunity to stay free. But it's the system's fault because his probation was too long. Y'all just different. His probation was too long. Okay, if his probation was, I think it was, what did they say? 10 years probation. But it's not like he committed this crime or had possession of a firearm in the 9th year or the 8th year, and now he's getting put back. He was only on probation for 6 months. He didn't even have enough self-control to stay out of trouble for a year. That's why, send his ass back behind the wall, because it's clear that his ass should have been in the damn thing with everybody else. He shouldn't have been let out. That's where the system was effed up. He shouldn't have been let out in the first damn place. He shouldn't have been given 10 years probation any damn way. Thank you for letting us know that we should have kept your ass in the damn slammer, okay? In 6 months. The judge was like, you don't even, like, basically, we talked to you, like, what's wrong with you? What's not clicking? Is there something? What's going on? It's not the system was wrong for letting his ass out on probation, goddamn it. Shit. Oh, my, here.
And then Ms. Goodacre came in and
specifically
you signed acknowledgement of firearm in stage 3 and prohibition of possessing firearms or ammunition in stage 4. And then I saw stage 6 and 7, which was the Glock 9 that was taken from the vehicle, which you were the driver, shaded 3 to 4 inches from that. So I find that based upon the evidence presented in this case, the state has proven by a preponderance of the evidence that you have violated your probation in the 3 means as set forth in paragraph 4 on the petition. Now, in terms of the revocation, your attorney has asked me to consider a revocation of 2 years. And I certainly respect her, and I certainly respect that, you don't know unless you ask. The issue I find aggravating in this particular circumstances are several. You got arrested with a gun within 6 months of you being placed on probation. And I agree with the state that you're not a candidate for probation.
At all. Shouldn't
all
have been.
You had to do is
shouldn't have been.
Complete your probation and do what you're supposed to do. Instead, you were riding around the car with a gun in violation of your probation and what this court explicitly had conversations with you about. Explicitly.
Like they can't help it.
On the record.
It's weird.
And for that reason, sir, I'm going to revoke the balance of 9 years and 6 months. and you will serve that in the Department of Corrections, and that will be the sentence of the court.
Send that nigga to jail. Period.
Anything further?
Anything else? What else you want to talk about? That's it. You got to go back in, bro. You messed up. You can't stay away from a gun. Well, I guess that people are saying, oh, he can't stay away from a gun for 10 years. Oh, well. Shouldn't have been doing crime in the first place. Sorry, I don't give a shit. Send them all to jail. It's weird. Look, I'm going to read some of these comments, these weird-ass comments. Hold on. They smoking our black men. I feel bad. I had to respond to her. I said, our black men. You're claiming these violent men because they black. They're yours, okay? Take them, girl. They're yours. Our black men. Our black men. Listen, 10 years probation was a setup. They already knew. So he couldn't last. He couldn't have enough self-control to not be around a gun. And it only for 6 months. 10 years didn't even matter. You could have gave him 2 years probation. The nigga would have fucked up. You could have gave him a year probation. The nigga would have fucked up. That's the point. Oh, the probation was too long. No, he didn't even make it to a year. It says, after Thug spent millions to get him out, he had a life sentence and did 11 years. Threw it all away again. Somebody said, it's pretty easy not to be a criminal. We don't need them out in the streets terrorizing our communities. Let me see. This is a man. Girl, let's see. It looks like the judge said all that and still looked over and said, so I got to go back. Right. You don't even, that's what I'm saying. It's like, maybe he needs maybe he needs some testing or something. What do you mean, do you have to go back? You don't understand? Did you not understand that you was let out? You didn't even make it to a year. Like I said, I could see if somebody was like, he's in his 8th year of probation, and then he's caught with a gun, and then y'all would be like, oh my God, his probation was too long. But my thing on that would be, you couldn't stay away from a gun? Because it's not that you need to stay away from guns, because when you get close to guns, things happen. And it's not within the law, okay? So you don't need to be around any guns. 6 months. Come on, but if you got people out to unalive, you want what? Come on, but if you got people out to want to unalive you, what are you going to do? Hire 24-hour security? How about doing things that don't make people want to kill you? How about that? How about that? How about doing things? How about not being in the environment where you have to carry a gun because you've done something to someone and now they want to take you out of here? The system is set up for you to fail. When ninjas gonna learn? These men seem to not, oh God. He said, these men seem to TOO. These men seem to not like their freedom at all. Why they violate your probation? Wasted your time accepting a plea when you weren't willing to maintain. Nah, the judge fining lawyers, assigning essays. These dudes should know not to play with him. 9 years because you want to be fast. I'm convinced that some of these guys are mentally delayed. Exactly. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, do you need a test or something? What you mean, do I got to go back? Girl, are you okay? Crazy. Okay, let's see what else is going on. Crazy as hell. Wendy Williams' son says her team is taking advantage of her while she struggles with alcoholism. This is from the Neighborhood Talk. It's gotten to the point it might be fatal. I honestly don't trust anyone around Wendy for some reason. I don't know. Neighbors, it looks like Wendy Williams' son, Kevin Hunter Jr., fears her health has taken a turn for the worse and says her team is to blame. During an exclusive interview with the Sun, Kevin alleged that instead of his mother's team helping her while she battles alcoholism, They've taken advantage of her. I know that there are a lot of sort of things happening that I know in her right mind she would never agree to. As hard as it is seeing her being taken advantage of, I know that if I'm making sure she as a person is okay, that's the important thing. Kevin still holds out hope that eventually his mother will realize what's going on. Eventually, she's going to realize the craziness that's been going on, he said. Kevin confirmed that Wendy was hospitalized last month. He says he learned the news from Wendy's jeweler, who says hasn't maintained contact with him. It's very odd Kevin would get the news from a jeweler, considering the fact that Wendy has a publicist and guardianship assigned by the court. All they care about is money. So do you and your dad. Nobody can be trusted, okay? It's like, well, I hope they're not over there twisting Wendy's pockets and taking her money and just, I hope, I don't know if they're enabling her. What does he mean that it's going to be fatal? She's going to die? Like, what's going on? Why do you think something is going on with your mother where she's going to die? Like, you're not even saying that they're taking her money. They're taking her money. Is it going to kill her? Why is her them taking her money saying that it's going to be fatal? Like, I don't understand. Are they enabling her alcoholism, right? She's drinking herself into a stupor. Just make sure her paperwork is together. But I don't trust Kevin Jr. either. I don't. Her avid alcohol use could lead to her early demise, and it's gotten to the point where, yes, it could have an effect and may be fatal because it affects her worse than normal, since it stays in her system. Let's continue to keep her in prayer. That's crazy. It says Atlanta residents say Rick Ross is to blame for their neighborhood being trash after guests at his car show left the local Kroger parking lot destroyed. How come he didn't have this? How come, if he could afford all of that, why didn't he have like a event cleanup crew, like cleanup crews who do events? I don't understand. What? You knew that it was going to be trashed. Having all those people there, everybody's not going to use a trash can. Everybody doesn't use a trash can. Everybody doesn't give a damn, right? So they just throw their trash on the street, out of their car, everything out of the car. But why wouldn't Rick Ross hire a cleanup thing to come and clean up the neighborhood? He wanted to have his car show. He had his car show. People complained about the car show. Now they're complaining about the trash. Like, I feel like you're a bad neighbor. I really do. I feel like you're a bad neighbor. And it's like, you hate to say there goes the neighborhood, but why are you in our neighborhood or in the neighborhood creating all of this like chaos? All of these, I feel like when you're in a neighborhood, you want everybody to like get along. You want people, and especially spending that much money on your property to be in a nice neighborhood and to have this person move in and just create like, why all of this, it's like, I don't know what it is. I have no idea. He hosted a car and bike show at his Atlanta mansion, and by videos, it definitely looked lit. But the guests who came and parked at the local Kroger left the parking lot looking like a junkyard, according to the people in the community. WSB-TV caught up with a few people from the South Fulton County neighborhood, and they couldn't believe their eyes when they saw all of the trash and junk left in the parking lot. People who arrived and saw all the debris said it looked and smelled like a landfill. It smells, it stinks. Look at all this trash. It's just so ugh. Barber Diallo Shears cuts hair in the plaza and was shocked to see debris everywhere. He pointed to the basket filled with some garbage. I'm seeing a nuisance. It looks like an eyesore. Imagine if you were coming from the other side of town. You came and saw this. You wouldn't want to stop here, would you? Some people who work in the plaza say it was packed with people partying well into Saturday night. For those who couldn't make it to Ross's show, they decided to parking lot pimp, right, in the plaza's lot. Workers in the plaza say they've never seen so many people here, and Rick Ross's event had to be what brought them here. The worker at the BP gas station says people coming in Saturday night using his bathrooms. He says they clogged up his toilets, and now he's looking for a plumber. Oh, God. So it wasn't in the neighborhood. It wasn't trash in the neighborhood. It was trash at the supermarket. You heard me read it, at the supermarket that was close to where he lives. But still, like, at least, I don't know, Rick Ross. I feel like Rick Ross is not a good neighbor. Mm-mm. Ross's attorney says there's no need to get on anyone. There were plenty of cruisers in the area. He said, but the car and bike show had nothing to do with the trash left in the parking lot. No, the car and bike show didn't have anything to do with it, but the people who came to have an experience had something to do with it. So your guest had something to do with the influx of trash in the neighborhood. I feel like Rick Ross is a bad neighbor. I don't know. I feel like he's like a menace. Like he is like a nuisance. Like girl, I don't know. Jonathan Majors and Meagan Good still going strong despite public criticism. Couple spotted recently shopping in Morocco. The actors were spotted in Fez, Morocco, shopping for pottery. According to sources, the couple stopped at a shop called Art Naji, where they appeared to take interest in a few pieces. The shop is apparently the largest handmade factory shop of pottery. Girl, why do we care? Jonathan Majors and Meagan Good have been traveling a lot since they've gotten together. They were also recently spotted in New York and LA. The romance between the two stars come amid Majors' ongoing legal troubles. He was arrested in March on assault, strangulation, and harassment charges. I'm sorry. And, this is probably gonna hit a few people. I really feel like, I don't know what it is, but I feel like when you know that a man has been, or a person, I'll just say person, when you know that a person has been abusive or has assaulted their previous partner, especially physical assault, how do you reconcile partnering with them? Do you think, like, that's not going to happen to me? I'm not going to do the thing that made them do the thing they did to them? Like, I really want to know, have you ever been, because for me, I've never been partnered with a person that I knew they were abusive to their previous partner. So I wonder, when you know that your partner was abusive to the last person they were with, how do you reconcile that? Like, because I feel like it's very weird for a person to be with a person knowing that the last person they were with, they were abusive to, especially physically abusive. I often wonder that. Your husband or boyfriend, the guy that you're with, the last person he was with, he punched them in the face. He strangled them. And you're like, that's my man. I'm traveling the world with my man, my man, my man. I wonder how Meagan Good, like, reconciled. Like, you don't think he can do it to you? Do you not think you're going to put yourself in the position for him to do that to you? I wonder how women, especially women, go with a man after knowingly, that's the key word here. You knowingly partnered with a man who you know assaulted their partner, their previous partner. There's a lot of women who are with men who they period. Y'all still go together? I don't know how Meagan Good can do that. I think that is so weird to me. I think that's weird. Y'all tell me how you reconcile that. Let me know. Because I think what it is there's this idea that some people deserve all these chances. And I think that's why men, especially abusive men that you know, especially these public figures, like a lot of the times women get in relationships with men, the man will completely lie about his past relationships. You have no idea, right? But when he's a public figure, that's different. Like I said, when the Yelp reviews are out, that's different. You can see the Yelp reviews, and you still going in there. You just want to try it out and see, just to see. And that's why I wonder, like, how these men that are abusive, how they can get like relationship after relationship after relationship, and every person that's been with them ends up in enduring some sort of abuse. And it's like, okay, she's finally done with him, and now he's able to partner again. Do I think people who are abusive to people should be partnered with people? No, I don't. You deserve to sit by yourself. You don't deserve partnership if you don't know how to keep your damn hands to yourself. I don't give a damn. What, unless it's in self-defense. You need to keep your damn hands to yourself. And I think you should be shunned and cut off from people. Abbott Elementary star Tyler James Williams shuts down gay rumors, warns that they're trying to guess people's sexuality is dangerous to the LGBT community. They fear living in their truth. I feel like what he said was so good. This is why I'm talking about, like, when people feel like they got to out somebody, like you think that somebody is gay because it's like salacious news. People have sex with who they want to have sex with. That's what y'all have to understand. And there's nothing wrong with it. And for you to act like somebody wanting to have or enjoying having sex with men, and he's a man, that there's something, oh my God, can you believe it? No, girl, you like to have sex with men too? What the fuck? Like, y'all act like the thing with Puffy. And y'all act like you're like, it's like breaking news to say somebody likes to have sex with men. So this is what he said. I love what he said. Usually I wouldn't address stuff like this. I feel like as a conversation, it's bigger than me. I'm not gay, but I think the culture of trying to find some kind of hidden trait or behavior that a closeted person lets slip, in quotes, is very dangerous. Overanalyzing someone's behavior in an attempt to quote unquote catch them directly contributes to the anxiety a lot of queer questioning people feel when they fear living in their truth. It makes the most pedestrian of conversations and interactions in spaces feel less safe for our gay brothers and sisters and those who may be questioning. It also reinforces an archetype that straight men have to live under that is oftentimes unrealistic, less free, and limits individual expression, right? Because we talk about it all the time, the confinements of your, characteristics of manhood. Like, you're confined. You won't even lick a lollipop. You won't even sip through a straw. You have to say pause after something so no one will think you're gay, as if there's something wrong with you enjoying having sex with men. Like, girl, what's the big deal? I don't understand. It limits your self-expression. You can't even be free because you don't want anybody to think you're gay or to say anything to make you seem gay. God damn. How repressive of a life does that have to be? I've been very clear about my intentionality. I try to put into use my platform to push back against those archetypes every chance I get. Being straight doesn't look one way. Being gay doesn't look one way. And what may seem like harmless fun and conversation may actually be sending a dangerous message to those struggling with real issues. I refuse to inadvertently contribute to that message. Happy Pride to all of my queer and questioning brothers and sisters and individuals. I pray that you feel seen in ways that make you feel safe in the celebration that is this month. As an ally, I will continue to be committed to assisting in that where I can and helping to cultivate a future where we are all accepted and given permission to be ourselves. I love that message. I love that message. Shout out to Tyler James Williams. Y'all got to stop it. Y'all really have to stop worrying about who people enjoy having sex with. It doesn't even fucking matter. As long as it's not animals and children and other non-consenting adults, you shouldn't even give a damn. Ooh, Puffy has sex with men. Who gives a damn? What does that mean? Ooh, he's gay. What does that mean after you say, ooh, he's gay? What does it mean? Nothing, not a damn thing. Not a damn thing. It's so weird. It is so weird. And it's not just men who put those weird ass confinements onto other men. It's women do the same thing. They got to figure out somebody, ooh, he's gay. He's a girl, shut up. You like dick. He like dick too. Now what? Now what? What you gonna do now? I'm telling you, who gives a damn? Let's see what else. Is that enough? Oh, that is enough. Okay, that's enough, y'all. I'm done talking. I really love his message. I really love his message. It also reinforces an archetype many straight men have to live under that is oftentimes unrealistic, less free, and limits individual expression. Y'all love the patriarchy. Y'all love these are the characteristics of manhood. And then y'all don't even realize that you're upholding something that kind of binds you into a certain behavior. You can't even express yourself. You had Claudia Jordan the other day saying nail polish was feminine. Girl, what? Whose rules are you enforcing when you say nail polish is feminine? You don't want to see a man with nail polish on because men aren't supposed to wear nail polish. Where did you get that from? Who taught you that? And then when you look at the history of nail polish and what it was used for and who wore it, now you need to ask yourself, what rule am I enforcing? I'm putting a restriction on men to not express themselves. Like when the little boys want to wear nail polish, do you know how colorful, like kids love color. They love to be able to paint. It's fun. And you're going to take it away because there's something you're going to put on this kind of this idea that it's girly and therefore wrong. Then you're feeding into there's something wrong with being girly. There's something wrong with being feminine. And then you're going to wind up down at the root of there's something wrong with femininity. There's something wrong with wanting to be girly. What your idea of girly is, a boy shouldn't be doing that. And you don't even realize the confinements and chains you're wrapping that boy up into because he wants to put purple and blue nail polish on. I want to paint and this is fun and it's colorful. Colorful? You want to paint your nails and be colorful? How dare you want to express yourself? You're a boy. Let me put you in there. Let me shove you right back into this box. Because I have a fear of femininity, child. I can't even do it. I'm glad he said that. I'm saying it's not just men who put y'all in the box. Women do it too. Okay, I'm done talking. Take care of each other. Protect your energy. Let's get down in the comments. Peace.